Stop for just 1 second before you spend another quarter, because the coin sitting in your pocket, buried in a jar of loose change or forgotten inside an old drawer, could be worth far more than its face value. Every year, collectors uncover ordinary-looking Washington quarters that turn out to be hidden treasures worth thousands of dollars, and the next incredible discovery could already belong to you. Today, on U.S. Coin Archives, we're counting down the top 3 most valuable ultra-rare Washington quarter dollars, revealing the rare mint errors, hidden details, and unbelievable stories that transformed everyday pocket change into coins worth serious money. Don't miss a single second of this treasure hunt. Like the video, subscribe to U.S. Coin Archives, and turn on the notification bell, because your next coin could change everything. Number 1 coin. The story of a 1972 Washington quarter with no mint mark begins at the Philadelphia Mint, where millions of these coins were struck for everyday commerce. At first glance, a rough, worn example appears to be nothing more than ordinary pocket change. Its faded details, scratched surfaces, and decades of circulation suggest a coin that has long outlived its moment. Yet experienced collectors know that history sometimes hides its greatest surprises inside the most ordinary objects. Every worn quarter carries a story, and every so often, one turns into a hidden treasure that completely changes a collector's expectations. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1972, the familiar design had become one of America's most recognized coins. The obverse features Washington's portrait design by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays a powerful American eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows above olive branches. A 1972 quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, weighs 5.67 grams, and is struck from a copper-nickel clad composition with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. A Philadelphia issue from this year carries no mint mark, making it easy to overlook among countless other circulating quarters. Collectors are searching through jars, drawers, and old collections because not every 1972 quarter is equal. While most examples remain common, certain coins escape the mint with dramatic imperfections that transformed ordinary pocket change into rare collector coins worth serious money. A single manufacturing mistake can separate one quarter from millions of nearly identical examples. Every quarter begins as a blank metal planchet before enormous presses strike the design with tremendous pressure. When everything works perfectly, the result is a normal circulation coin. But when dies shift, crack, wear down, or receive multiple impressions during preparation, remarkable mint errors can appear. These unusual pieces are the ones that create excitement throughout the collecting community. Among the most desirable discoveries are double dies, where parts of the design appear noticeably doubled because of errors during die creation. Strong doubling visible on lettering or the date can make collectors stop immediately for a closer inspection. Off-center strikes create another dramatic appearance, leaving part of the design missing while still showing enough of the date for identification. Clipped planchets, caused when the metal blanks overlap during production, leave distinctive curved sections missing from the coin. Other sought-after errors include die cracks stretching across the design, weak strikes that leave important details incomplete, struck through errors caused by foreign material inside the press, and rotated dies that leave the front and back misaligned. Although a missing mint mark is often discussed by new collectors, the Philadelphia Mint normally used no mint mark in 1972, so its absence alone is not an error on this issue. Condition often determines whether a coin attracts casual interest or becomes the centerpiece of a serious collection. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC carefully examine authenticity, preservation, luster, surface quality, and strike before assigning a numerical grade. A Mint State 65 or MS65 represents a coin with strong visual appeal and relatively few distracting marks. MS67 examples are far more difficult to locate because nearly flawless preservation becomes exceptionally rare after decades. An MS70 grade represents absolute perfection under magnification, a level that almost never exists for circulation strike coins from this era. That difference in grade can produce astonishing differences in value. A rough, circulated 1972 quarter, without significant errors, usually carries only face value or a modest collector premium. Meanwhile, beautifully preserved examples certified in elite mint state grades have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on appeal, rarity, and current collector demand. Exceptional certified error coins have also realized impressive prices when multiple desirable characteristics appear together. Collectors sometimes speculate that extraordinary discoveries combining unique mint errors, flawless preservation, and unmatched rarity could someday command values far beyond today's records, though such possibilities remain speculative rather than established auction results. Stories of remarkable discoveries continue to fuel the hunt. Families cleaning old homes have uncovered forgotten coin albums. Estate collections have revealed carefully stored rolls untouched for decades. Pocket change has occasionally delivered surprising varieties that escaped notice for generations. These discoveries remind collectors that valuable pocket change can remain hidden in unexpected places, waiting for someone patient enough to recognize the details others overlook. When an unusual 1972 Washington quarter appears, experienced collectors often seek authentication before making any decisions. Trusted marketplaces such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections regularly handle important certified coins, while reputable coin dealers provide additional expertise for evaluation and buying opportunities. Authentication by respected grading companies helps establish confidence, especially when a rare mint error or unusually high-grade example enters the market. Perhaps that is why this ordinary coin hiding extraordinary value continues to fascinate collectors after more than 5 decades. A scratched and weathered quarter may seem insignificant, but every date, every surface mark, and every tiny detail invites another careful look. Somewhere another forgotten coin may still be waiting to become a life-changing discovery, proving once again that hidden treasure can survive decades in plain sight. And as this remarkable search continues, another coin with an even more surprising story is ready to take its place. Next up, number 2 coin. The search grows even more intriguing as another ordinary-looking quarter emerges from a forgotten collection. This time, the focus shifts to a 1973 Washington quarter with no mint mark, its surface marked by an unmistakable black spot that many people would dismiss as damage. To an untrained eye, it may appear to be nothing more than worn pocket change, yet seasoned collectors know that appearances can be deceiving. History has repeatedly shown that an ordinary coin hiding extraordinary value can remain unnoticed for decades before revealing its true importance. The year 1973 was another busy chapter for the United States Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of Washington quarters without placing a mint mark on the coins, making them a familiar sight in circulation for generations. Every trip to the grocery store, every handful of change from a cash register, and every forgotten coin jar may have contained one of these quarters. Most entered circulation without attracting any attention, but a small number left the mint carrying unusual characteristics that transform them into rare collector coins worth serious money. The Washington quarter itself has a proud history dating back to 1932, when it was introduced to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features Washington's familiar portrait, while the reverse proudly displays a majestic eagle with spread wings standing above a bundle of arrows framed by olive branches. Even after decades, the design remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage. Every 1973 Philadelphia quarter was struck with precise specifications. The coin measures 24.3 millimeters across, weighs 5.67 grams, and is composed of a copper core sandwiched between outer layers made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Since Philadelphia did not place mint marks on circulation quarters that year, finding no mint mark is completely normal and should never be mistaken for a mint error. The mysterious black spot covering part of this particular coin creates another layer of curiosity. In many cases, dark spots develop naturally from environmental exposure, storage conditions, or chemical reactions over decades. While these marks generally reduce collector value, they also encourage careful examination because they should never be confused with genuine mint-made errors. Experienced collectors understand that every unusual feature deserves a closer look before any conclusions are reached. The real excitement begins when authentic mint mistakes enter the picture. During the minting process, giant presses strike blank planchets with tremendous force using carefully engraved dies. If something goes wrong, extraordinary errors can be created. A doubled die may leave portions of the lettering or date showing strong duplication. Off-center strikes produce dramatic coins where part of the design is completely missing while enough remains to identify the date. Clipped planchets leave curved sections absent because of mistakes during blank production. Die cracks may spread across the surface like tiny lightning bolts, while struck-through errors occur when grease or debris prevents part of the design from fully forming. Weak strikes, rotated dies, and partial color errors also rank among the rare mint errors collectors are searching for every day. Because genuine mint errors are uncommon, authentication becomes extremely important. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC carefully inspect every detail to determine whether unusual characteristics originated during the minting process or resulted from later damage. Their certification provides confidence for buyers and sellers while protecting the integrity of the rare coin market. Condition remains one of the most powerful influences on value. A circulated 1973 quarter with scratches, wear, or environmental damage usually carries little premium over face value unless it displays a verified mint error. However, coins preserved in exceptional condition become increasingly difficult to find as the grade climbs higher. An MS-65 example displays strong luster and only minor imperfections. MS-67 coins are significantly scarcer because they survive with outstanding eye appeal and almost flawless surfaces. An MS-70 represents absolute perfection, an extraordinary standard that virtually never exists for business strike Washington quarters from this era. This dramatic difference in preservation explains why auction prices can vary so widely. Certified high-grade examples and authenticated error coins have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on rarity, eye appeal, and collector demand. The combination of a spectacular rare mint error with outstanding preservation creates fierce competition whenever such pieces appear. Some collectors even speculate that if an unprecedented example with multiple extraordinary characteristics were ever discovered, it could challenge values far beyond today's established records. Such ideas remain speculation rather than documented fact, but they continue to fuel the excitement surrounding hidden treasure discoveries. Remarkable stories continue to inspire collectors across the country. Forgotten family albums, inherited collections, old bank rolls, and dusty coin jars have occasionally revealed valuable pocket change that remained unnoticed for decades. Every discovery reminds collectors that patience often rewards those willing to examine even the most ordinary-looking coins carefully. A single overlooked detail can transform an everyday quarter into a coin worth serious money. When exceptional examples surface, many collectors turn to respected marketplaces including heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, Great Collections, and trusted professional coin dealers. These organizations regularly handle certified coins that attract worldwide bidding, especially when rarity, outstanding condition, and authentic mint errors combine in a single remarkable piece. That is why collectors continue searching through circulation with unwavering determination. Every worn 1973 Washington quarter carries the possibility of another surprise, another overlooked rarity, another life-changing discovery waiting to emerge from an ordinary handful of change. And just when it seems the mystery cannot become any greater, one final coin remains, a coin whose story may eclipse everything revealed so far. Next up, number 3 coin, the last one. The journey reaches its final chapter with a coin that millions of Americans have carried without a second thought, the 1974 Washington quarter struck at the Denver Mint with the D Mint mark. In fine condition, its once sharp details have softened after years of circulation, reflecting a lifetime spent moving through stores, banks, and countless hands. It may no longer possess brilliant mint luster, but collectors know that some of the hobby's greatest discoveries begin with coins that appear completely ordinary. Hidden treasure often disguises itself as everyday pocket change. Introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington quarter quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the obverse features Washington's dignified portrait, while the reverse displays a majestic eagle perched above a bundle of arrows surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. The small D mint mark beneath the eagle identifies this coin as a product of the Denver Mint, where millions were struck for circulation during 1974. Every 1974, D quarter began as a simple metal blank. Sheets of copper-nickel-clad metal were rolled to the proper thickness before machines punched out round planchets. These blanks were cleaned, softened through heat treatment, and sent into powerful coining presses. Under tremendous pressure, the engraved dies stamped every detail into the metal in a fraction of a second. Most quarters left the mint exactly as intended, but occasional mechanical problems created rare mint errors that collectors continue searching for decades later. The 1974 D Washington quarter measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, weighs 5.67 grams, and is composed of outer layers containing 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. Although every circulating quarter was intended to meet these exact specifications, even the smallest production mistake could produce a highly collectible coin. Collectors pay close attention to dramatic mint errors. Double dies can create visible duplication on letters or numbers, while off-center strikes shift the design away from its normal position. Clipped planchets leave curved portions missing because of mistakes during blank production. Die cracks appear as raised lines across the surface as worn dies begin to fail, and struck-through errors occur when grease or debris prevents part of the design from striking correctly. Broad strikes, rotated dies, weak strikes, partial collar errors, and die breaks are also highly sought after because they reveal unusual moments during the minting process. Professional authentication remains essential because genuine mint errors are often mistaken for ordinary damage. PCGS and NGC carefully verify authenticity while grading each coin's strike, preservation, luster, eye appeal, and overall condition. Their certifications provide confidence to collectors and auction buyers throughout the numismatic community. Condition has an enormous impact on value. A fine example like this one usually carries only a modest premium unless it displays an authenticated mint error. Meanwhile, well-preserved mint state examples graded MS65 or higher become significantly scarcer. Exceptional certified error coins and high-grade examples have sold for hundreds, and in some cases, thousands of dollars at major auctions. Those impressive sales demonstrate that rarity, preservation, eye appeal, and authenticity together determine a coin's true market value. Although stories sometimes imagine extraordinary discoveries reaching record-breaking prices, those possibilities remain collector speculation rather than established fact. Remarkable discoveries continue to emerge from forgotten coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, old bankrolls, and dusty albums. A single, overlooked quarter examined carefully under proper lighting can reveal an important mint error or an unusually well-preserved survivor. These stories remind collectors that patience and knowledge often uncover opportunities others miss. When valuable coins are found, many experienced collectors choose respected auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections, along with trusted professional coin dealers. Certified coins attract worldwide attention because buyers know their authenticity has already been verified, allowing truly exceptional pieces to achieve impressive results through competitive bidding. That is why the search never truly ends. Somewhere, another 1974 D Washington quarter may still be hiding inside a forgotten drawer, resting in a coin jar, or quietly passing through everyday circulation. The next remarkable discovery could appear at any moment, proving once again that valuable pocket change still exists and that an ordinary-looking quarter can become an extraordinary collector's prize. If you enjoyed uncovering these remarkable stories, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment sharing the most interesting coin you've ever found. Most importantly, keep checking your change, because rare mint errors are still being discovered, and the next valuable coin could already be waiting in your pocket. Thanks for watching my video.